morning and then beautiful all day today. Come on down, visit the place. We're the folks who believe the Bible is true and God should get the glory for his creation. We're on Rumble, Kent Hovind Official, and on YouTube, Genesis Baptist Church. Now we're considering changing that name. Maybe we should change all of them. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Kent Hovind Official on Odyssey. DrDino.com is our website. Matt said, why don't you call it Creation Science Evangelism? That's been your name for 40 years. Good point, Matt. Okay, anyway. April, let's see, the 13th. No, today the 13th? Yeah, okay. This Sunday is our homecoming, DAL homecoming. If you help build or help support us, come on down. See what's going on around here. And let's see, May, all kinds of stuff going on. Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, okay. Nah, who cares? Okay. June, boot camp coming up here at Dinosaur Adventureland. Come on down. It's free. Everything's free here for you. Okay. Tell others about it. It'll change your life. Please tell people about it. Get your best friend saved. Say, watch these videos, okay? We're straight north of Pensacola, 70 miles in the itty-bitty town of Lenox, Alabama, where God gets the glory instead of the stupid evolution religion. Okay, tonight, comments on comments and question and answer. The Bible says God made everything in 6 days. Everything. Dinosaurs included. Did a video series on that. Part of my seminar series, 18 hours long. You can get it for $50. Watch it, return it, and get your money back. Can't beat a deal like that. Okay. We believe evolution theory is actually the dumbest religion in the world. It's dangerous. See my video number 5 of my series in here for why the theory is dangerous. Okay. The fool said in his heart, there's no God. So come on down to visit Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. There we are in front of the Science Center. God said, remember the Sabbath to keep it holy, for in 6 days God made heaven and earth, the sea, and everything in them. Read Exodus 20, okay, for that one. There's the seminar series. Visitors we've had from all over, Real Tour, the Science Center Tour, the Farm Tour, set the record. It's all free, built by volunteers and donations. Come on down. You can help us stay open for free. Join our 777 Club. Go to DrDino.com, our website, and say, I want to help. No super chats on YouTube. I don't know what's going on there. They still haven't paid us from September. Brother, if you know how to fix that, let me know, okay, please. But make any checks to CSE, our ministry, Creation Science Evangelism. Okay. There's the seminar series again. Oh, and the Woe series, what on earth is about to happen? We're here. Okay, we can't do live, so I can't take questions from the YouTube yet. We'll get them. We're working on that also, by the way. We may be able to go live here soon. Have you talked to Chris about that, what he does? Yeah. What do you think? Is that doable here? Oh, we'll see. Okay. Okay, comments on comments. Bojan writes, Miller-Urey experiment is like getting dust from the explosion and concluding that the building can come from it. Pure insanity. I agree. To teach that life came from rocks, which is what they do believe, is insanity. Now, for man to take rocks and build something out of it, that's different than the rocks building themselves into something. This is what the atheists do. They say, well, you believe God made man out of dust of the ground. What's the difference? You think the dust made man without a God. I think man can take metal out of the ground, iron, and smelt it down and make a car. I don't think the metal can make itself into a car. Duh, you cannot possibly be that dumb. Okay, Philip writes in, not first. If I ever walked into Starbucks and they offered me a strawberry Dave, I'd turn around and walk back out. Dave, in one of the debates I did, I said, are you related to a strawberry? He said, oh, yes. Okay. Here we have the chart of some of those that have said something like that. Let's see. Oh, Dave is related to a strawberry. Wade the Wizard's related to a snail. P.Z. Myers is related. He is a fish. Not related to, he is a fish, yeah. Okay. Tom Jump is a tomato. Snake was right, is a ladybug. Professor Dave, there he is, strawberry. Thank you, guys. And I know that's what you believe. You really do. You're wrong, okay? Let's see. Carl, Dr. Oven takes down another globe evolutionist. Well, Carl, there's 2 different topics here. I love taking down the evolutionist, but the Earth is a globe, okay? It is not flat. Only Kansas is flat. The rest of it is round. Wish you flat earthers would stop. You're embarrassing Christians because you claim you believe the Bible, some of you, and I think you really do, and I think you love the Lord. I'm not fighting that. But you're wrong. The Earth is a big ball. It's just no other way around it, okay? A little less than 8,000 miles in diameter, spins 1,038 miles an hour at the equator, North Pole goes 0, creates a Coriolis effect and the ocean currents. It's a ball. Okay, never mind. Okay. Science, see science films. Hovind understands that globular Earth is a fact. Most creationists understood this as a fact. Yeah, it's a big ball. No problem. Okay. Explain how you or anyone else could assume this is possible, life from non-life with no direction? Good question. See science films. How do they explain life coming from non-living material? They have to believe it came from the dust. That's what they believe. They came from a rock. I keep telling them that. Okay, Raymond says, everyone that I know believes that life came from non-life, either through natural process. Well, if they can believe that, there's no science evidence for that, or some kind of a miracle event. I would agree. It had to be a miracle, make that. Not sure what you mean by direction. Okay? To form the intricate, independent systems of non-living materials into systems that become living forms, I'd say necessitates some direction from an intelligent being. I agree. Okay. Raymond, we know that there are chemical reactions. Can you provide evidence for the intelligent designer? You've asserting is necessary. Raymond, wake up, son, okay? Listen, it's obvious there had to be a designer for the life form. The simplest life form is more complex than the space shuttle. You would never dream the space shuttle made itself, would you? The only natural process that non-arranged, non-living material into such precise systems they can become living forms exists in the evolutionist imagination. I agree. See, a car engine, we pretty much know how it works, okay? You have the intake stroke, the compression stroke, the combustion stroke. I've rebuilt engines. I have a pretty good comprehension of how they work, okay? Intake, valves close still while it compresses the fuel and fires it, and then pushes the piston down and creates some torque, okay? It is well known how four-cycle engines work. There's nothing supernatural about it. It is all well studied in physical and mechanical processes. There is no need to claim some intelligent designer made the four-stroke engine. This is what you're doing. You're saying we understand how life works, so we don't need a designer. We understand how the engine works also, but we do need a designer for the engine. What else can I say to them? Billy, how do you? They don't get it. Okay. Raymond, we know there are chemical reactions. Can you provide evidence for the intelligent designer? If you found an engine in the junkyard, Raymond, would you assume nobody made it? If you found a screw on the ground or a nail, you would know somebody made it, wouldn't you? I would hope you would. Raymond, would you? This is the fuzzy logic Raymond is using here. Understanding how it works does not explain how it originated. He's saying because we understand how engines work, there's no need of a designer. That's what you're saying, Raymond, and you don't get it. I don't know how to help you. There's overwhelming claimable evidence of a grand designer of this universe, Muppet. Good point. You simply ignore it and adhere to non-science beliefs in order to shrug it off. Yep. Okay. Raymond, still commenting here. Your imagination and religious indoctrination of your magical designer aren't convincing and don't provide answers, just more questions. A magical designer. So you're going to find an arrowhead and think there was a magical, nobody designed it. It just formed itself. Look, you see this among the rocks. What do you conclude, Raymond? It's made of the same exact material that all the surrounding rocks are, but it shows evidence of being designed. I don't know how to help you if you can't see that. Let's see. Raymond, tell us how your grand designer made our universe and where he got the material to do it. Oh, Raymond, he created it from nothing. God can do that. You tell me, where did the material for the universe come from in your religion? And how to get organized? Yeah. So me using what science has been able to verify in your mind is unscientific. You must be a genius. Raymond, science has not verified that life came from a non-living material. Who taught you that? Get your money back, okay? You got lied to, okay? The fact is, there's overwhelming claimable evidence this universe is an intentional one, but you have your repression and denial to lean on. The knowledge obtained through the scientific method is what we refer to as science, not the method itself or the experimentation or the theories. Uh-oh. I can only see your comments when you select newest comments, George. Never mind, okay. The Bible says Earth is flat, nice, self-own. No, the Bible does not say any such thing. Show me where it says that, okay? I can't believe Christians fall for this, okay. You keep making claims, but nothing to back them up. What's the intention of the universe you are claiming was intentionally made of? I think God designed it for his glory, and he made us so we could go to heaven with him forever. I'm glad I'm going. I'd like you to go too, Raymond. But you got to wise up first. The only thing I'm denying is your ridiculous claims of a grand designer you have yet to give evidence for. Seems like you have created your own little fantasy world. Boy, Raymond, go look in the mirror, son. You have your own little fantasy world that life could make itself, and the universe made itself. Who taught you that? Did we pay to get you that education? Present your evidence and collect your Nobel Prize. Oh, okay. Let's see. I love how Professor Dave has to edit what Matt Powell and Kent Hovind say to make himself seem superior. Yeah, I love it. Rosina, at 30, so whatever, Kent saying scientists believe we came from a primordial soup. He plays a video from scientists saying we didn't come from primordial soup, that the theory is outdated. Do you think the primordial soup theory is outdated, Rosie? Come on now. Primordial soup. This is from 2021. Was that not too long ago? In order to continue enjoying our site, you ask that you confirm your identity as a human. Okay, let's see. Darwin's primordial soup. Charles Darwin was probably right when he suggested all life on Earth started in a primordial soup. They're still teaching this. This is 2022. Let's see. 2017. From Biology Wise. Oh, yeah. They're pretty wise on biology. There we go. Primordial soup theory explained. The exact cause underlying the origin of life still remains ambiguous. This has led to the development of several theories, attempting to explain how life began on primordial Earth, of which the primordial soup theory is one of the most prominent theories. They're still teaching it. Look at that. Wow. Primordial soup. The sea and atmosphere as they existed on Earth before the existence of life, consisting primarily of oxygen-free gaseous mixture. Primordial soup. Pea soup is a St. Paul-based design and engineering constituency. I don't care about that, okay? Primordial soup was edible. Whoa, look at this, nature.com. Wow. 60 years after the seminal Miller-Urey experiment that abiotically produced a mixture of racemized amino acids. He did not make life at all, guys. Come on. I bet I could drop nails or screws by the thousands and eventually form a few letters of the alphabet. Probably would. Think I could write a book that way? Come on, guys. Published 2015. Primordial soup was edible. This is the article here from the bottom, okay? 60 years after the Miller experiment, we provide a definite proof that this primordial soup, when properly cooked, was edible for primitive organisms. Oh. However, these toxic compounds are both volatile and extremely reactive, while bacteria are highly capable of adaptation. Oh, okay. Let's see. The primordial Miller-Urey soup was perfectly suitable as a growth medium for early life forms. Guess what? They're still teaching the primordial soup theory. First published 1924, quickly became a worldwide bestseller about spontaneous origin of life. See, they don't want to admit God did it. Life had to make itself. Molecules rained from the atmosphere into the primitive oceans, where the free energy necessary for life, self-organization, was supplied by deep-sea hydrothermal vents. You think deep-sea hydrothermal vents and stuff raining out of the sky is going to create life? You are insane, all of you, to believe that, okay? Critical breakthrough came in 1953. The experiment performed by Stanley Miller, graduate student of Harold Urey, the Miller-Urey experiment. Miller introduced water as well as a mixture of hydrogen, methane, ammonia in a closed apparatus and subjected it to a high voltage electric discharge for a week. Wow. The products accumulated in a water tap below. Oh, he had to separate the products out so they wouldn't get destroyed by the next run through. Did that happen in the ocean too? Since '53, this experiment's been repeated hundreds of times in dozens of labs. There are even video instructions available how to construct and run it. So, Rosie, they're still teaching it. You say the theory is outdated. Why don't you tell these folks, Rosie? So you said, Kent's saying we came from primordial soup. That's what they say. And you say the theory is outdated. Rosie, are you spending any time trying to fix it? Let's see. New research rejects the 80-year-old theory. Well, yay. Science Daily is rejecting it. About time. But not the rest of them. Scientific American says, oh, it happened. Still, we came from, that's 5 years after somebody else rejected it. Let's see. Thoughtco.com, 2018 says, yep, that's how we came here. Rosie, if indeed the theory has been rejected by modern science, please show me what efforts you are making to correct the textbooks and websites that still teach it. Does it bother you that students are taught something wrong This is still in the textbooks, Rosie, okay? You sure have time to critique lots of my videos, which are not required for kids in public school to watch, when you think I'm wrong. Have you corrected any textbook publishers teaching it? Have you contacted them to correct them? Have you, Rosie? Come on now. Have you made a YouTube channel to warn people about this lie about primordial soup? Have you picketed outside schools where they still teach it? Have you made DVDs exposing the lie to students? Have you had any debates with those who still teach it? My tech team tells me you have no subscribers and have made 13 comments on my channel. Do you seek to build anything or do anything other than just criticize others that are doing it? There it is, Rosie, 13 comments on this channel. How many comments have you made on the atheist channel, or those ones I just showed the YouTube website for about primordial soup? Dan is purposely misrepresenting the argument, then attacking it. We call this a straw man. I agree. He said, nobody says we came directly from a rock. I never said that. Did you notice how Simon Dan added that word directly a bunch of times? Come on, Dan. I'll debate you anytime. Okay. Saying you believe you came from a rock is a jab at this ignorant philosophy in the same way atheists say we believe in a sky daddy or wizard. Let's see. No creationists are saying they think we believe rock gave birth or divided mitosis. We understand they have no argument except straw man. Good comments you made here, micro-tarded. Misinformation and misdirection only if these atheists use real evidence and science. Instead, they trust government institutions as absolute truth. Okay. Lord Berosus. Yes, Lord. Okay. Your position is that God created life from clay. Yep, I agree with that. The position of abiogenesis is that life from non-living material, likely amino acids, a prebiotic soup. Well, now, Lord Berosus, you didn't read the previous comments because Rosie corrected you. You should stop believing that, okay? That's not a rock. Okay. The textbook says the earth was a hot ball of rock. It cooled down, started raining on the rocks, and turned them into soup. Where did the soup come from, Lord Berosus? From rock.
Weird rock.
Huh?
Weird rock.
Weird rock. Yeah, the other night. Oh, man. Okay. Materials make up amino acids. Deep sea vents are another source of constant energy, which is also not of itself simply a rock. When God made man out of rock, you wouldn't simplify it by saying it was just a rock. No, God made man out of the dust of the earth, it says. Okay? That's exactly what it says. Now, I happen to believe that by faith, but I'm not requiring everybody to learn that. We're paying our own bills around here to teach that. You guys have to teach it in a public school where you can force money out of everybody to teach your religion, don't you? Where do you think they assume the amino acids came from? Right, it came from the rocks that got rained on. It's important to distinguish between synthesis of amino acids in a laboratory and the origin of life. Laboratory experiments have demonstrated amino acids and other organic compounds can be synthesized. It's still an open question how these building blocks assemble themselves. Right, I could drop screws or nails and make a few letters of the alphabet. That's all they've done. They've made a few of the amino acids. They did not make life. Let's see, here we go. See science. The fact that molecules were formed from inorganic materials, then arranged into such precise independent systems that those systems became living forms. This makes self-claimed atheists seem pretty ridiculous. Yes, it is real ridiculous. Thank you. I'm sure you'll agree. I agree. Let's see, Lord Berosus writing again. You say it's still an open question. Correct. It is fundamentally an incomplete answer, so skepticism is fine. I found the description of deep sea vents a better explanation than the entirely creationist characteristic of lightning puddles. What? Creationists don't believe in lightning puddles making life. God made life. See, Lord Berosus, you're not Lord. You're going to stand before him one day for pretending to be Lord. Okay. Poor Simon Dan, he messed with the best. Amen. Dan admitted that he thinks rocks assisted in creating life. That Julia Child's The French Chef clip is great. Revelation for Dan. The soup is just about done now. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Okay. End of comments. We will probably, in the next few weeks, be searching, maybe set your search engines for creation science evangelism. It's been the name of the ministry for 40 years. So we may change titles, names to some of those names. Okay, any questions or comments from here? All right, come help us. And this Sunday, anniversary Sunday, we got lots to do between now and then. Did you guys get both cattle guards done? Yay. And the water slide into the lake? Done by Sunday? Maybe. Okay. Quit sleeping. That's the secret. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.